What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, back at it again on this lovely Wednesday. Oh, sheesh, guys. There's so much going on. Chapow is going to go on today. There was a presidential economic release, paper documents that we're going to go over today as well, where Bitcoin, they tried to crush us, friends. They're trying to crush us out here, but we won't let them. Welcome to the show. Again, my name is Randi. I'm happy to have you. Make sure you guys, again, if you're ready for the show, to smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends, because this is urgent, important news that people need to get after, people need to know about, people need to be educated upon. And we've been smashing it this week with our goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Yesterday we smashed it, Monday we smashed it, and we're gonna get after it again today. So please, guys, again, make sure you smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. Again, we're starting off a little slow here today, but I'm sure we could get after it. Make sure you guys check out our lovely sponsors, Market Cypher. Make sure to check out Market Cypher, 20% off using the code MISTEENCRYPTO at checkout. You also have Bybit, which is also an amazing exchange. Make sure to check out Bybit, and of course, use that Zesty link in the live chat and in the description for some awesome bonuses. I put up a poll in the chat if you guys, what kind of cookies you guys like. Pick a cookie, any cookie. So please make sure you enter that poll. I want to say hi to everyone that's here. We have Jim, John Germain. What's up, guys? Rusty Bot, Randy, what's up? What's up? What's up? We got Bulldog here. Finally, you don't have any calls today. I'm happy. You're not in listen mode today, so you can engage and hang out in the chat. We got Randy A here as well. 3 Randys in one spot. Can't even get better than this. We got Sailing to Crypto. Thank you for coming. Oscar, thank you for coming. Buy Silver, what's up to you? Gaming with Smokey Dan, welcome to the show. Happy to see you. Listen, friends, again, please share this stream out. Engage, say shalom if you're here. Say hello if you're here. We got Digo in the chat as well. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. Again, please make sure to smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. John Legend, thank you for coming. Again, we have that live goal, 100 live viewers, 100 likes. We can do it. We can do it. Tim Duncan, nice to see you. All right. We're going to get into the news. We're going to get into the show. Wow. So much. Listen, guys, despite the FUD that you may hear, we're going to make it. And always, please, if you are a member, show off your emojis in the chat. We need to see some Bitcoin spirit, some Bitcoin emojis out here. All right, let's do it. Let's go into our market recap. Oh, wait. I baked cookies. That's why, I put up the poll. 1 second. Okay. My friends, I made cookies this morning. I baked cookies. I was baking at 8 a.m. And, I was just like, my sister's going away this weekend. She needed some sweets for her friends to give out and stuff. So I literally made fresh cookies this morning. So these are chocolate chip, and I made them smaller than I usually make them because I want them to be more shareable. So more of them go around. Usually I get 2 trays, 2.5 trays out of it. I got 3 full trays today. So, Jim, you need a cookie? There you go. Mr. NC, nice to see you. Alexandra G, thank you for coming. Do you guys want a cookie? Cookie for you? Cookie for all of you? Cookie. A gaming with Smokey Dan? Yes, there is enough for the chat. Here you go. A little cookie for you. Froze, you want me to eat all of them? I can't eat all of those. No way. No way. This is a lot of cookies we got out here.
Your curly hair and XRP equals Magisrick.
Damn, you're spoiling me already. A $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm happy you like the hair. This is also freshly washed. But yeah, so I decided I'd show you guys some cookies, and they smell really good. So thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate you. You're literally spoiling me. We had a huge jump in viewers, guys. Enter that poll in the chat. What cookies do you like? These are chocolate chip cookies. As always, we have a goal, 100 likes, 100 live viewers. Come on, YouTube friends. Come on, chat. Come on, cookie lovers. We can do it. We can do it because we're all very sweet individuals. I might have to eat one of these during the show if I get too stressed out. So you guys will know. Okay. Classic IT guy, welcome to the show. Listen, guys, if you guys end up seeing me at a meetup or something and I'm local, most likely I'll have cookies on me. I remember the first meetup I ever went to, I brought a whole tray of cookies, and that's how I really formed my relationship with a lot of people. So, anyway, cookies bring together people, Bitcoin brings people together. So, we're going to continue on that train. So, I hope again you guys liked my cookies, and we're going to get on with the show. Your boss, Paulo Dior loves. Oh, got it, Tim. Got it, Tim. All right, Ken's log. What's up? Did you see my cookies just now? I just showed you guys a plate of cookies. We're going to get after it. I'll show off my cookies again later for those who may have missed it. In the meanwhile, again, you guys know what to do with that like button. All right, we have our market recap. Bitcoin making a jump this morning. We have Market Cipher B at the bottom. As you can see, the momentum has just been shifting. But as you can see with Market Cipher, it was just the momentum went boom, sprouted right up to the other side. We can see the money flow starting to flow into the red side a little bit, despite the pump that we're seeing. So, and even the volume, we're seeing like a little mini pump this morning with Bitcoin. Not too much of a move, but we're not seeing a lot of volume to really support all this. Oh.
I am supporting you even though you don't follow me back, and we are on the same Twitter Spaces stages every day. And I like chocolate chips cookies.
David, hold on. David, thank you for your $20 super chat, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna laugh. I have to follow you back. Hold on. If we're on the same stage all the time, then it's probably I thought I followed you, but I don't. David, please drop your handle in the live chat so I can make sure I give you a follow back. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about that. I feel really bad. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your $20 super chat. And I'm happy you like chalky chip cookies. Did you see my plate of chalky chip cookies, David? All right, David, I'm literally showing you proof of follow right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it live on stream. Give me a second. I don't want people to see my stuff. Give me a second. Thetweeter.com. I'm visiting thetweeter.com. I'm typing in your handle right now. I'm pasting it. All right, David. Hopefully... I believe this is you. You changed your profile picture. It's not the same one in the YouTube chat. But I assume you got the question mark because a little shilling villain over there. So here you go. A follow. There you go. Sorry about that. All right. We're going to keep going with the show. Market recap. Back into it. We got Bitcoin over here. Again, Market Cipher is showing a little bit of red in terms of money flow. Now, we have some little bit movement to the upside with Bitcoin. We're going to go over, there was a prediction of over $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. You guys could also enter in the chat if you guys believe this could be something that pans out. However, Bitcoin's at $28,626 this morning. Oh, 639 right now. We've been having a little jumps up and down this morning. We got to a high of about 28,844. I thought we were headed for 29K Bitcoin. Unfortunately, we dropped a little bit below that. I would want to see $28,900. That would be super spicy, and probably we would break above 29K at that point. However, we're up 1.5%. We had some volatility, leading up to the bank crashes. And you would think the banks would, take down Bitcoin. Bitcoin would be scared. No, Bitcoin doesn't give a flying frig. It went up and had some consolidation, made another nice few $1,000 move, 25,000 up to about the high 27.5 range, and maintained it and went up again. Now we're going to...
Wow, I have made it. Miss Team Crypto followed me on Twitter. Yes, I saw your cookies. They look great. Pump BTC, pump.
Pump BTC, pump. Exactly, David. You know the vibe. Thank you again. Listen, guys, we're trending upwards here. A little bit. I feel like this is momentum building. A lot of the times we want to see some candles like this pop off. We want to see more candles like this, and we want to see some dramatic upswings. And indeed, that's possible, my friends. Like David said, pump the BTC. That's what we want. However, Bitcoin is known for consolidating before making moves. Like right here, a little bit of consolidation. We're seeing a little bit of that same thing here, and a steady move to the upside. If we rush upwards, we're going to end up retracing, which we kind of did here. We pumped after FTX, after our FTX recovery, which is around right here. We had some consolidation before a nice move up above 20K. We had some sideways trading between the range of 21,650 to about 24,300 for a while. Then we even had a resistance point for a little bit too, 25,200 about. We couldn't break above it, but we finally did after some consolidation, after some retracing, which again is healthy for Bitcoin. You don't want number to go straight up. A lot of the time that's scary because there's going to be a retrace incoming. Even during the last bull market, we saw retraces along the way up. So again, even if you have that hodl mentality, you follow that little green line that we have right here up until this point in June. If you didn't look at your Bitcoin portfolio, if you did not look at your Bitcoin since Saturday, June 12th of 2022, you would not know a lot of this craziness happened. So keep that hodl mentality, keep calm, hodl on. We do have Jerome Powell hitting the stage today. I believe, what time is it, friends, that he's going on? 2 o'clock or something like that? Not too far away, but I do know Jerome Powell is going on, and honestly, that's been too much of an indicator for the market. A lot of people are trying to trade this. So Bitcoin, again, is trending upwards leading up to Chirpow. Even on the hourly, you really won't see, these lines get a little raggedy. Oh my gosh, it looks so scary right here. Even if you look on the hourly here, there's really not too much going on. Some steady sideways trading for literally the past 3 days. We've been in kind of the same range in terms of the hourly movements here. What does the hourly look like on Market Cipher? A lot of momentum here on Market Cipher. Money flow going into the green on the hourly. What about the 4 hour? 4 hour money flow is very much in the green compared to the daily. So maybe this will lead up to the daily, or the daily's indicative of the lower time frames. Because the lower time frames are telling me money flows incoming, but the daily is just telling me not as much. We're really just tinkering on that zero line here, not too much of each. I want to see more money flow like this. This is what I'm looking for, or even more than that, which we haven't seen for a long time. During the bear market, you can see we had a lot of red in terms of money flow with Bitcoin. We're moving on, though, to Ethereum. Ethereum, spicy, down 0.2%, $1,800 today. I'm happy we're above $1,800 Ethereum, but I would like to see above $1,900 Ethereum. That's where I'm pushing for. But it seems at this point of $1,827 is something that we've seen wicks to here, but we just haven't closed above. We see this red candle is kind of operating in that little space. So we're going to see if this candle ends up turning red and we move up to the upside with Ethereum. Ethereum's been following Bitcoin, but not performing as much as Bitcoin, not as dramatic of swings as Bitcoin. But even Market Cipher, you see money flow has gone in between the red and the green constantly here. So there's a little bit of a battle between the bulls, the bears. I know a lot of Ethereum people are still really active in the community. I'm sure David in the chat could attest to that, where we're just having a lot of people trading NFTs. A lot of people are interested in NFTs. You have ETH layer 2s popping off. Liquidity is coming back to the space. So Ethereum, we see some consolidation maybe here, just like how we saw some consolidation before, a little bit of a pump here. Same thing here. So hopefully Ethereum makes some moves by tomorrow, after this FOMC meeting, after, Chirpow goes live and, tries to wreck all of us. We're going to see what happens here. You can also in the chat give some predictions for Chirpow and what he's going to do today. But again, that's Ethereum, about $1,800, down 0.18%. We have Litecoin, in the red, man. Come on, Litecoin, why? Litecoin's at $80.68. We've been in this range, guys. I'm just not happy with it, but it is what it is. We've been in this range of about $77 and closing about here. Hold on. Do I have a line? I know these lines aren't accurate. It's just from my imagination, So we've been in this $85 range, $77 range for a while now. Just a few days, since March 9th, we've kind of been back and forth between this, dropping below, popping back above. I'm just wondering when Litecoin's just going to have that nice power move. I want to see Litecoin back above $90. So I'm hoping maybe it ends up leading the market like it did previously, previous to Bitcoin's big pump. Litecoin was actually leading that. So I'm hoping the same thing happens where Litecoin's kind of taking a breather now after 2xing since June and is ready to have some upswings back into the $90 range. That's where I'd be happy. Above $90 Litecoin, potentially $100 Litecoin is what I want to see. But everything comes in due time. Keep calm, hodl on. We have some volume coming in, but really not that much. I would like to see more volume either way. Litecoin. Even we had these anchor waves, these trigger waves here following it. I want to see more upside for Litecoin. I'm sad that it's $80. Like I said, keep calm, hodl on, my friends. If you guys have any questions, you could throw them in the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying out here. And also, thank you guys for coming. We had a huge pimp in people here. Please make sure you smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. We have a goal of 100 live viewers and 100 likes, and I'm sure we could do it because we smashed it. Yesterday, we had like over 200 likes here. By the end of the day, we had like 200 people here. We can do it. Gaming with Smokey Dan, LTC 150 by winter or end of year would be nice, Miss Teen. I would listen, man. I would love to see that, Dan. I would love to see $150 Litecoin. And listen, if you went in doubt, zoom out on the charts, you see where Litecoin was and where it is now. So there's just basically nothing stopping it from moving up. But I just don't know what's holding it back right now. Even though if you look at the whale alerts for Litecoin, there's actual millions of Litecoin being moved around. So I don't understand how this price action is really correlating. And how I like to say it anyway is price doesn't always equal value, right? Like I think Bitcoin's undervalued. I think the Litecoin's undervalued. Even Ethereum, I think, is undervalued. So, everything comes with due time. We're still really early, and that's what we have to keep calm and exactly, David, hodl. Evil Warrior Gaming, nice to see you. Oda Charles, LF Grow, exactly. Let's get after it. Honda Man, thanks for coming. We have SDville, thanks for coming. Squatch, nice to see you. LTBRND, nice to see you. Nightshade, what's up? Monday, nice to see you. Guys, please drop the time that Chirpow is speaking today. Paperboy, Cool Cat Crypto, Awesome's channel, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Got Orlando. Jesus Rodriguez, thanks for coming. Got Rain in the chat. A lot of new people. Guion, nice to see you. Or Guion, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Harris Joy, thanks for coming. Litbit Finance is here. Wow, what is going on? We got Ozzy here too. Hi, Ozzy. Welcome. Nifty Guy is here. Thanks for coming. We have Frank in the chat. Ken's Log, thanks for coming. Olive, what's up? Mostafa Muhammad. I don't know if I said hi to Oscar yet. Whoa, we have so many people here. What's going on? Guns and Loaded. Thanks for the nice vibes. Jimmy W. Hola! What's up, Jimmy? Cool kid, Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, you want a cookie? Hold on. Cookies. Yo, Jimmy, you want a cookie? Jimmy's a cool kid. He got me tacos, so I feel like I should give him a cookie. There you go. Pokemon, hi from New York, and you're from Pittsburgh. It's nice to see you. Paperboy, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, fam. Everyone in the chat gets a cookie. Far from Broke, nice to see you. Jimmy, nom indeed. You know the vibe, Jimmy. You know the vibe. You know we like to eat on this channel. You know we like to eat out here. Rang, nice to see you. You know me from Alex's space. David says hi. Is David shouting me out on Twitter Spaces? Oh, Alex is probably just giving me heat right now. Alex and I like to tiff on Twitter. Roger, nice to see you. Where's Polygon going? I'm not sure where Polygon's going. I'll never give you financial advice, but if you want, we can look at the chart. Let's look at the Matix. US dollar, that's better. So we got Matic, $1.13. I think I actually have some Matic news for today. I'm not, I don't remember. I think it was Matic news. But again, we have $1.13 Matic. Matic was up to, on February 18th, $1.50. I remember that. Then we took a little bit of a dip. Listen, I think their business development team is actually wild. I mean, you see that what? Oh my gosh, what just happened? What just happened, my friends? What did I click? My chart went haywire. Oh my gosh, what just happened? I am so confused. Guys, if you know what I pressed, can you please let me know? Oh my gosh, my chart went missing. Oh no. What did I press? What did I press? All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm pressing the back button and it's just not coming back. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. That was scary. We got our chart back, but even if you look at Matic, where it previously was, you could see there's still some room to run there. We have some money flow in the green for market cipher, so that's always good. The VWAP went down though. Hopefully, if it pops back through confidently, that would be cool. But there you go. You got some Matic. Not really too much price movement today, down 2%. But their business development team is insane. Ryan Wyatt, insane dude. Insane. All right, there we go. We're going to get into the news. We have, yes, the Bitcoin chart went parabolic on me, guys. We're over halfway to our goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Come on, guys. Let's share this stream out. We can do it. Frank, thanks for coming. Millie, what's up? Masood, Poco, Steven, hi. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I did just kill the chart lit bit. They weren't happy. Echo Leaf is here. Moo, hi, nice to see you. Drop a moo for Echo. Rex, nice to see you. Ayo, nice to see you. Arugru, nice to see you too. Wow, we have so many people. Billy Not Gates, Miller, Shanawaz, Masood, Mike Goats. Whoa, there's so many people here. Thank you guys for coming. All right. Kathy Wood, she made a spicy prediction, my friends. Kathy Wood said over $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. ARK Invest, which is her growth-focused fund, outlines how Bitcoin continues to outperform every major asset class. And the reason why I bring this up is because it's extremely important to take note of what Bitcoin's been doing, right? We were just talking about it. Despite the run on the banks, Bitcoin went up anyway, which again surprised a lot of people. People said there was no upside for Bitcoin for the next, until I'm 30. But again, people are predicting, like Kathy Wood, $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. That's why Bitcoin, in the eyes of ARK, is still predicted close to the decade at $1 million because the fundamentals are sound despite a turbulent 2022. Contagion caused by central counterparties has elevated Bitcoin's value propositions, decentralization, auditability, and transparency, ARK writes. Its network fundamentals have strengthened its holder base and has become more long-term focused. I agree with this 100%, that the fundamentals are so strong for Bitcoin. And especially, you've been seeing Kathy Wood. She raised $16.3 million the other day for her new private crypto funds. This is huge. Then she also was talking about her selling $13.5 million Coinbase shares after a steady buying streak. So she's involved in the space. She's making moves. She's not scared to make moves. Clearly not scared to make moves. Kathy Wood, you gotta give her the props. And what she's saying about her over $1 million prediction by 2030, transparency, auditability, and transparency. That is absolutely key. Over the past year, 2 years, we've seen multiple reasons why Bitcoin could possibly hit that goal that Kathy Wood put out of ARK, saying over $1 million Bitcoin by 2030 because of decentralization, auditability, transparency. We've seen a bunch of third parties go down in terms of things like Celsius, where you were staking. Those went down. Chapter 11s, FTX, multiple exchanges have gone down. Also teaching you to be your own bank. We left the traditional financial system, which is now crumbling, to be a part of decentralization, being your own bank. So FTX has taught us we can't rely on an exchange like a bank. And the banks have taught us that you can't rely on them either, because a bunch of banks are crashing, being bought out by other banks, and just money moving around in a circle. You also have CBDCs being pushed out, and that's scary. The digital dollar is total control. So all of these factors considered, why wouldn't Bitcoin take off? Again, because of those fundamentals. Now, we were talking about First Republic quite a lot. Their shares are still volatile as capital infusion remains in limbo. So we had if you've been following First Republic shares, crashing on Monday 46%, then yesterday Tuesday pumping up 30+%. Now it's still crashing up and down because people are scared. There's fear. The bank shares flitted between gains and losses as they were up 3.6% at 10:31 a.m. Eastern, and shares have lost 80% of their value so far this month. Now, how are these mainstream media outlets not saying that First Republic is, and all of these bank stocks are volatile, and this is something that you should watch out for? Because it seems as though when you watch the mainstream, everything's okay. Yeah, these banks are a little volatile right now, but everything's fine. The TradFi system is fine. But if Bitcoin went down 87% in a month, it would be crypto contagion, crypto crumbling, crypto crash. Do you guys see the double standard? Stocks can crash 80+%, and that's fine. But Bitcoin goes up 50% plus since the new year, and no one says anything about it. Oh, that's just, Bitcoin. That's nothing. Look at double standard. And nice point, Cool Cat Crypto. The Bitcoin halving is in about a year from now. 100%. Good point. Good point. Here's a little nice clip from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying good things about the economy. And let me know in the chat if you guys agree.
Recovery and take an economy that is performing very well. We've had the fastest recovery from a downturn that we've ever seen, and the fastest recovery of any nation around the globe. The unemployment rate is near a 50-year low. The economy is doing well. And
the economy's doing well. How? Oh my gosh, Janet Yellen. I feel bad for her. Like, she's doing all this stuff and oh gosh, I feel bad. I feel bad for Janet Yellen. So, according to her, the TradFi system is sound. The economy's great. Meanwhile, there's just banks after banks being money given to everyone. $30 billion. $30 billion. All these banks. Let's go throw that at First Republic. Oh, all these other central banks from other countries. Yeah, you could give the dollar more liquidity. Did you guys see that? Federal Reserve. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. All right, let me get it. I guess I can't find it from the other day. There you go. Coordinate central bank effort to enhance provision of the U.S. dollar. So Bank of Canada, England, Japan, European Central Bank, Federal Reserve, Swiss National Bank, announcing a coordinated action to enhance the provision liquidity via the standing of the U.S. dollar liquidity swap line arrangements. So everyone needs help, right? Even our dollar puts more faith in Bitcoin, if you ask me. Yellen, she's saying things, everything's fine. But Senator Warren, she is coming after crypto. She's calling for a crackdown on sham crypto audits. Senator Elizabeth Warren and another prominent colleague urged the U.S. auditing watchdog to take action against sham audits of crypto companies, citing the contribution of such audits to the recent stresses in the U.S. banking system. The Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, which is authorized and overseen by the U.S. SEC and funded by audited public companies, acknowledged the potential problem with crypto auditing to the lawmakers, including Senator Ron Wyden, chair of Senate Finance Committee. PCAOB Chair Erica Williams said she's concerned when the auditors her organization oversees perform sham audits, even for those entities who audits generally fall outside of our jurisdiction. Again, FUD. Warren, who's on the Senate Banking Committee that oversees the SEC, will be instrumental in crafting crypto legislation. And Wyden argued that the board does does have more legal reach than it's letting on, and can act with broad responsibility to protect the integrity of the auditing system. Basically saying they could do whatever they want and no one could stop them if they really wanted to. Given that the ongoing use of sham audits of crypto firms conducted by the PCAOB registered auditors misled the public and threatens the integrity of that auditing system. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, FUD. It's just another way to scare people, maybe saying, hey, maybe there's going to be no crypto exchanges coming through. Listen, guys, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end for the TradFi system. Oh my gosh, friends. Oh my gosh. We have so much that came out yesterday, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a recap because people are fired up right now. We have the FedNow program that's being launched in July. That is a real-time payment system for the banks. Now, this could backfire on the banks, being that right now, if you do an ACH transfer, it could take 1 to 3 days. But if you're doing the FedNow program with real-time payments, that could cause bank runs faster because people will be able to move their money out of the banks faster. Could end up backfiring. Now, the FedNow, they're timing it to mid-2023, which they said in August, beginning full-scale pilot testing. Take a look at this. If you take a look, there's someone in there named Ken Montgomery, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, First Vice President and FedNow Service Program Executive. What is the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston up to? Well, I've been showing this to you guys for quite a bit. This Project Hamilton is already complete, but it's stuff in here that you have to acknowledge, right? Come on, me. Here's the executive summary. You scroll down. It's between the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology Digital Currency Initiative. Now, they're focusing on different things, high security issuance, blah, blah, blah. You scroll through, that there has to be a transaction processor. Now, it says that the transaction processor run by a trusted operator such as the central bank. So, if you use a CBDC, the central bank is going to be the person that says everything goes through. Now, it says at the end, in this versions of our work, there's no intermediaries, fees, or identities outside the public keys. However, our design supports adding these roles and other features in the future. So this is already done. Like I said, this whole Project Hamilton is done. So you have the FedNow program coming out, instant payments, which could cause a faster bank run because of faster payments. You also have one of the people that's in charge of that is in charge, the first vice president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. The Federal Reserve Bank of Boston is doing Project Hamilton, already completed CBDC pilot, in which it states that the CBDC, if you choose to use it, if you are forced to use it, there is someone that has to authorize those payments. And it's a trusted transaction processor. And it says within these documents on the bostonfed.org that the trusted operator is a central bank. Again, so it's not permissionless like Bitcoin. It's a controlled environment where someone approves your transactions or disapproves your transactions. Whoa, David, what are you doing out here? You're sending everyone here. Thank you for sending so many people, David. Shouts to David today. So many super chats, man. Tom Crown, yes, chirpow, 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 chirpow. I actually have a clip of Chirpow from the last time he was live, and he was in the hearing room. A lot of people got scared, but he was talking about CBDCs and how it's going to happen. Listen, you can listen to the clip if you want, friends, and you're probably going to hear a lot more about it today.
Engage the Federal Reserve as their fiscal agent. You've testified here many times before that to issue a central bank digital currency, that would have to be authorized by statute by Congress. Is that still your testimony?
That is absolutely the case as it relates to a retail CBDC. There are potential forms of a wholesale CBDC that we need to look at. It's less clear. But we've always been talking about retail CBDC, and that's something we would certainly need congressional approval for.
What would be a parameter on something that's not a retail CBDC where you think that that could be issued in some form or fashion without Congress's direct statute?
Without Congress's approval. So again, what Tom Emmer talks about, unelected bureaucrats making decisions without our approval.
Reauthorization.
It would be, for example, it would just be something between banks. So it would look an awful lot
Something between banks. So no one gets an opinion.
like a bank reserve. And you might ask, well, why would we need it? And that's a really good question too.
Yeah.
But it's just something that's literally within a wholesale market.
But that speaks that you might have a blockchain between banks and the Fed using a central bank digital currency token to settle transactions institutionally inside the yeah. So that leads me to FedNow, which is supposed to be up and running, I think, this summer, somewhat behind the scene there. I would like to ask you to formally have this full committee briefed on that by the Federal Reserve. I know the chair of the Kansas City Bank was involved. She's now left. And I think the committee has a lot of questions about FedNow, how its interoperability will work, how it's going to roll out. And also just a question that we've been asked, that why the Fed wire system isn't up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week now to benefit consumers that are using Venmo. Do you have a thought on that?
I'm not sure why we're not 24/7 on that. And we'd, of course, be delighted to come up and brief the committee on Fed.
That'd be good.
So really important stuff in that clip. Jerome Powell says CBDCs are coming, retail, wholesale CBDCs, and the wholesale CBDCs is going to be blockchains within banks. So it will not need congressional approval, according to Jerome Powell. He also says that FedNow is going to come out, and he doesn't understand why payments aren't instant now. We're going to keep going. This is really important, so I really want people to listen up. I see we got so many people in here. David's really pamping this chat. David, what are you doing, dude? Thank you so much. We have 123 people watching, 94 likes. We got 6 more likes until our goal. Come on, fam. Let's go, fam. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are members, make sure to show off your Bitcoin emojis so you guys could show off all the spirit that we have. Being that the White House was blasting digital assets in their report last night. And it really shows you how early we are, because in the White House press release, this was the economic report of the president, they were talking about Ethereum, different consensus mechanisms. It says drawbacks from different consensus mechanisms, and they have different energy, transparency, and security attributes. Despite Ethereum's switch to proof of stake, Bitcoin has not announced plans to make a similar change. Bitcoin does not have a CEO. How can Bitcoin announce a change from proof of work to proof of stake? It doesn't make sense. Bitcoin is made proof of work, and it is a consensus agreed upon by every single person that interacts with the network. Whether you're a miner, you run a node, or you transact. It is something that is agreed upon by people all over the globe. So Bitcoin cannot announce a plan to change to proof of stake. And it will not, because proof of work is superior. But the White House were extremely early. And within this economic report, they're pushing CBDCs and saying that CBDCs are money and digital assets like cryptocurrencies are not. And a crypto asset excludes digital currencies that may be issued by a central bank. So they're saying central bank digital currencies are not crypto, which is true, they're not. It's evil. Pseudo, you're a node runner. Go off. Guys, we're over 100 likes. We have 106. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. David, thank you, fam. You're so awesome, fam. I want hugs to David. I thought I followed you, man. I really thought I did, but I'm happy I followed you now. So here, I wanted to show you guys some actual documents here because I got really spiced up when I was reading this. I could drop the link in the live chat for you guys. So if you want, you could read along with me and kind of read more in depth because obviously this is a 500-page document. A lot of pages talking about crypto. I believe Bitcoin was brought up over 70 times in this document. Now, if you take a look, this is page 244 if you type it above. The perceived appeal of crypto assets. So you already see the tone that they're giving you, saying that there are really no appeal to crypto, but there's a perceived appeal, which again, we know is not true. Says the label cryptocurrency is used in the industry to connote a crypto asset that's promoted to be an alternative payment instrument. Quote, stablecoin is also an industry label for a form of crypto asset that's purportedly backed by a portfolio of underlying assets and claimed to have a stable exchange value with these assets. While some stablecoins mainly aim to become payment instruments, other stablecoins mainly aim to provide returns from investments. This is how they're trying to say that stablecoins are a security. How are stablecoins a security if the value does not move? Regardless of the label used, a crypto asset may be, among other things, a security, a commodity, a derivative, or another type of financial product, depending on the facts and circumstances. Non-fungible tokens are the other primary type of crypto assets. They use DLT, distributed ledger technology, to track ownership of digital goods, but are not the main focus of this paper. They included central bank cash CBDCs being the loop between digital assets, crypto assets, and et cetera, et cetera. This is absolutely madness. What's happening here? But what also I find really interesting, the term crypto asset excludes digital currencies that may be issued by a central bank. Though a central bank digital currency might be designed to operate using distributed ledger technology, there's no requirement for them to be on DLT. And a central bank digital currency does not necessarily involve using distributed ledger technology. Basically, they said central bank digital currencies could be using some sort of blockchain, but it's not required. So if a central bank digital currency is put out without even a distributed ledger, you can't see anything. This is a total control. Total control. Now, you could keep reading through this. Read. They're talking about the first crypto asset, Bitcoin. Talking about Bitcoin, what are the functions of money, something to facilitate trade and things like that. You continue on, you keep reading, and it says money is defined as a medium of exchange currently authorized or adopted by a domestic or foreign government. So they're saying that, again, they're not really acknowledging or authorizing Bitcoin, obviously, because they're trying to make it seem like it's not money. They said sovereign money is money issued by the governing authority of an independent country. Sovereign money can easily satisfy money's functions to serve as a medium of exchange and as a store of value over time. How could we have used the dollar as a store of value over time if the dollar has been printed more than 50% in the past 3 years? Sovereign money is also a liability of the central bank, meaning that its value is backed by the bank. The US dollar is widely accepted as a medium exchange and is also a store of value. Indeed, roughly half of all international trade is invoiced in dollars. So they're saying that the dollar is a store of value, and that sovereign money is a liability of the central bank and its value is backed by the central bank. Within this economic report, literally, they say sovereign money is money issued by a government of an independent country, and it's a liability of the central bank, and its value is backed by the bank. So they're literally telling you that the US dollar is not backed by anything but people's faith in the central bank. What's Bitcoin backed by? People, real people, code, numbers, self-sovereignty, people running miners, people running nodes, people transacting on the network. That's what it's backed by, numbers and the people, not the bank and the value in the bank. This is wild. And on top of that, they said Bitcoin is like talking about the consensus mechanisms. We're gonna continue on that path, my friends. Thank you for all the subscribers today, guys. I know I'm getting spicy right now, but this is so wild to me. So you continue scrolling through. They're just trying to, FUD the space, blah, blah, blah. Literally saying things that aren't true in this. It's pretty wild. They're talking about how Bitcoin works, things like that. Then you keep scrolling. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Okay, this is where the spicy part comes in. Many other blockchains have a design similar to that of Bitcoin, although with different parameters and features such as smart contracts. Ethereum, for example, allows more daily transactions than Bitcoin, is calibrated to have more blocks added every 12 seconds, and recently switched its consensus protocol to be less energy intensive. An important criticism of crypto assets is their energy intensity. A more complete discussion of the technological options of blockchain design is beyond the scope of this chapter. So it's pretty insane what they're saying. They're talking about proof of work. They're talking about Ethereum, kind of hyping up Ethereum, talking about mining. So not all crypto mining operations consume the same amount of power. Energy intensive consensus mechanisms such as proof of work use
You got some scrolling skills.
Thanks, Milton. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. Not all crypto mining operations consume the same amounts of power. Energy-intensive consensus mechanisms such as proof of work use substantial amounts of power by encouraging machines in a network to race against each other to solve a mathematical puzzle. Bitcoin, which accounted for over a third of all crypto assets value as of December 2022, is the most notable crypto assets that's mined using proof of work. Ethereum conversely switched in September of 2022 from proof of work to proof of stake that selects specific miners to validate a transaction at a given point in time, thereby reducing electricity usage in exchange for reducing the security of the network and increasing the power of individual actors. The benefits and drawbacks from different consensus mechanisms, and they have different energy, transparency, and security attributes. Despite Ethereum's proof of stake, Bitcoin has not announced plans to make a similar change. Head smack! How can Bitcoin announce to make a similar change? We are so early. Please remember, we're so early. That is proof that we're so early. Bitcoin hasn't announced a plan to, how can Bitcoin announce a plan? There is no CEO. We got to get the CEO of Bitcoin on this. Oh my gosh. So I don't know. I know we got spicy. I needed to show that to you because it's absolutely wild what they're saying. Milton, thank you for that super chat. I'm working hard to scroll today. I'm scrolling my finger off. I was reading this last night when it came out. I was like, I got to get this ready for the show. I was scrolling. I was reading the words. You know how hard it is for Gen Z to read words? A lot of people, you look at analytics for videos, their attention span falls off after 7 seconds. It's hard to scroll. But I scrolled for you, and I scrolled for the good of our education. Because if I didn't look at this, I wouldn't have known. And I'm happy that I do the research I do for this show, because honestly, I talk about a lot of stuff and it pops up on the headlines later. Just like this example right here. Take a look at this article. Ted Cruz introduces bill blocking Fed from adopting central bank digital currency. We went over Ted Cruz a long time ago talking about CBDCs. And also, they talk about the Fed program that they were doing in New York. This one that we talk about, New York Fed 12-week CBDC pilot program. We've talked about this since it came out in November. 12-week CBDC pilot program by the New York Fed. This was included in this article. Senate Republicans are introducing a bill to block the Federal Reserve and Biden administration from moving forward with the central bank.
Vistaprint for Business Card.
With the central bank digital currency. Senator Ted Cruz introduced the bill which would prohibit the Federal Reserve System from moving forward with a direct-to-consumer central bank digital currency that would effectively be a dollar-based cryptocurrency. The federal government has been researching the possibility of a U.S. CBDC under an executive order President Biden signed in March 2022. Now, They say a dollar-based cryptocurrency. Well, according to the TradFi tribalists over here on the economic report of the president, they said the crypto asset is not something that's issued by the central bank. So I guess this is all something we got to take note of. Quote, the federal government has had no authority to unilaterally establish a central bank digital currency, Ted Cruz said in announcing the bill's introduction. The bill goes a long way in making sure big government doesn't make attempts to centralize or control cryptocurrency and instead allows it to thrive in the United States. We should be empowering entrepreneurs, enabling innovation, and increasing individual freedom, not stifling it. Ted Cruz, my man, this is exactly what I've been saying. Cruz explained it in a press release that unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, digital currencies are created by the government that are centralized and could be vulnerable to cyber attacks or even used to surveil Americans' private transactions. The bill is co-sponsored by Senator Mike Braun of Indiana and Chuck Grassley of Iowa. Allowing the government to centralize Americans' financial information and increase surveillance of Americans' financial activity is simply a bad idea. The federal government should not even have more control over your money. I support this legislation to allow entrepreneurship to prosper and keep federal government from further encroaching on your privacy rights. He's not the only one that's speaking out, Ted Cruz. Go off, Ted Cruz. We also have Tom Emmer, who made a banger of a video yesterday talking about, for the Digital Chamber, talking about his CBDC anti-surveillance state act. So we have multiple people on this, so good for Tom Emmer. And also we had Ron DeSantis, who came out the other day, did a live stream. We were playing the clip from that. That was absolutely awesome. He tweeted yesterday, the movement to establish a central bank digital currency is an attempt to surveil and control the finances of Americans. It would violate privacy, limit consumer choice, and undermine market competitiveness. CBDC has no place in Florida, and we're proud to lead the fight against it. Essentially, here they want to ban a CBDC. Florida's bill prohibits the use of federally sanctioned CBDC as money within Florida's Uniform Commercial Code and bans CBDCs issued by foreign governments, reserve, and central banks, including China's digital yuan. Governor DeSantis is calling on the Florida-led 20-state coalition against the ESG to combat the threat of a centralized global currency by adopting these protections in their states. CBDC threatens personal privacy, economic freedom through government-sanctioned surveillance, community financial institutions, fintech innovations, and access to goods and services by limiting purchases. There you go. Big Brother's digital dollar. It's coming to you. So we had Ted Cruz, Tom Emmer, Ron DeSantis, and now we have another congressman stepping up and asking his colleagues to fight back against CBDCs. This is Warren Davidson. He's, again, a member of Congress. He wrote, "Dear colleague, as you may be aware, there's an international effort across governments to pursue a central bank digital currency. Here in the U.S., we're seeing the Federal Reserve conduct pilot programs that would essentially eradicate the privacy and freedom inherent in cash transactions. However, while we continue to take on this fight at a federal level, I would like to draw your attention to the state efforts to legitimize CBDCs within the Uniform Commercial Code. First, a new category of assets would be adopted called controllable electronic record. In short, this change would clarify issues regarding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, treatment, and commercial transactions. This would change or improve the creditor's capacity to accept cryptocurrencies and improve a cryptocurrency's ability to be transferred through multiple transactions. Second, the UCC language would ensure that any future CBDC would be considered money, notwithstanding the aforementioned change. The amendments would do this by carving out electronic records authorized or adopted by the government to fall within the definition of money, which is exactly what they wrote in this paper that we just read out. There's good reason to believe this effort was coordinated with other CBDC proponents since the proposed amendment language was originally offered at the same time the Executive Order 14067 was issued last March, which called for the U.S. government to explore the benefits of a U.S. CBDC. I encourage you to reach out to your state legislators and governors to tell them to reject any UCC amendments that enable a CBDC. While we do our part in Washington to ensure that Americans are protected from a Chinese-style centralized CBDC, our respective states must also do their part." Warren Davidson, member of Congress. Pow, like chirp pow, but in a good way. Pow! At least we have someone standing up for us. So, taking in these factors, is it possible for Kathy Wood's prediction of $1 million plus Bitcoin by 2030 to come true? You're considering CBDCs, which give up all of your privacy to surveillance tool. Though you have Ron DeSantis, Tom Emmer, Warren Davidson, and Ted Cruz trying to put forward legislation to combat CBDCs, they're still coming, which will push people to something that's decentralized and you're in control of, like Bitcoin. You also have bank runs that you have to worry about. Bank runs are scary. You don't want to be outside your bank worrying about your cash. With all of these factors being considered, this is bullish for Bitcoin. The White House coming out and saying it's trying to slam cryptocurrencies, that is bullish. That is absolutely bullish. What was it? What was the name of the paper? The economic report of the president slamming crypto mining, slamming proof of stake, and slamming proof of work, and saying that Bitcoin has not yet made an announcement to switch to proof of stake like Ethereum did. That is hilarious. Bitcoin cannot announce a decision. Bitcoin is decentralized. It's governed by the entire world. People that run nodes, mine, transact, all take part in this network. And that's what makes it work. Them even saying in this economic report of the president that CBDCs are not cryptocurrencies and that money is only money if it's distributed by an independent country and it is liable to the central bank and the value is given by the central bank. Bitcoin's value is given by the people. Its finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin. You can't say the same about the dollar that's constantly inflating and its value, as they said in the paper, is given by the central bank. That's not value in my eyes. To me, this is all just magic internet money at this point, the digital dollar. Bitcoin is hard money. It's real money that you can see, that you can hold, that you could watch move on the blockchain. Need a cookie. I'm okay now. What are you guys saying in the chat? I need reassurance. Can you guys drop me a heart, please? If you guys are members, please throw some Bitcoin emojis in the chat. Can you guys give me some hearts, some love here? Because I'm losing my noodles. 3 digits, 3 diglets. Nice to see you. Mash NYC, Drew. Santa's coming. Yeah, Santa's going to come down the chimney and steal all my cookies and probably try to take my private keys too. Not letting him do that. Just kidding. Brokoshi, nice to see you. I'll give you a cookie. Ransel, nice to see you. Don't be. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. What'd you say? The worst part about crypto is everybody's worried about the fiat value of their sheesh tokens. Because there's so many of them by design to divide. I don't think so. I think obviously like you need altcoins because altcoins are gonna help Bitcoin survive, right? Oh, what happened there?
Time to look up the news. Makes my life easier. Send much respect and heart away. Keep up the great work. Smiley face.
Tony, man. Thank you so much, Tony. You're so nice. I needed that. Thank you for the love. There's so much hearts. So many hearts and cookies in the chat. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. I do spend, like I say, I spend a lot of time dedicating a lot of time to this show, doing research for this show, pulling up real documents from government websites. I will never talk out of my butt on this show. And I say that all the time. I will never do that. I absolutely love this show. I love doing what I do. And I feel like for this show to succeed, for this community to grow, you of course have to drop some alpha. You have to be articulate. You have to be able to do your own research. And that's why I do this. So Tony, so I can make your life easier. You come here, you listen to the news, you have a banger of a time, you have some cookies, and you move on. And you have a good time, of course, while you're here in your Zest. Thank you for all the subscribers, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the hearts, too. Hearts to every single person that's here. Tyron, nice to see you. Spider Drop. Do you see I have like a little spider, like me as a Spider Woman emoji. There you go. That's for you. Tony C. Oh man, nice to see Killer B. Maninja. Is Jimmy still here? The cool kid Jimmy. We got Janix, SpongeBob SquarePants. How much energy will it take? Will the Matrix run for CBDCs? I'm dead. Probably more than Bitcoin. Jimmy's latest comment, it's like wiping before you poop, just doesn't make sense. Jimmy, I can't. This guy, he's hilarious. Hi, Fabio. Nice to see you. Invest Foxy Crypto, Lazarus, Masood. We got Drew, Jesus, Alucard. Whoa, OVD, Dave Digital. What's up? DJ Johnny, thank you for your hearts. I appreciate you. Please send love in the chat. I need love. I love love. We all love love. Spread the love. A few more. So we saw some riots actually erupting in Nigeria due to its e-naira. That is their central bank digital currency. As you could see, people were lining up outside of their banks. People were worried. People were rioting, causing gosh knows what. Now they're saying the use and transactions are climbing and cash shortages continue. But this was literally their fault because Nigeria literally said you could only do $45 a day in withdrawals from ATMs. But now a number of e-naira wallets have jumped more than 12-fold since October, and the value of transactions has climbed 63%. And this was introduced in October of 2021. Nigeria has been struggling with crippling cash shortages since the central bank started replacing old naira notes with new ones late last year. Currency in circulation slumped to about 1 trillion naira from 3.2 trillion in September. Again, a lot of this is their fault. They created this. So I'm not a fan of that, and CBDCs are just wreckage, absolute wreckage. Now, you're seeing liquidity coming back into this space because things like this are starting to happen again. Crypto exchange BitGet invests $30 million in digital wallet BitKeep. So this, again, I think is really great because it just shows people are spending money and they're willing to build. And you like to see that in this space because during the depths of the bear market, not a lot of people were flowing money into this space. Now, the EU, they're making more moves. I'm not a fan of the EU. Yar, Armani, yar. Please yar for Armani in the chat. Do me a favor, my friends. Smash the likes and say yar to Armani. Thank you, fam. The EU banking authorities hiring some crypto experts. The Paris-based agency is the markets in crypto assets. The Paris-based agency is responsible for regulating issuers of large stablecoins, crypto assets tied to fiat currencies such as the euro. The EBA, thank you for the sub. The EBA said it's looking for someone with sound knowledge of crypto asset products and services. Meanwhile, look into what they're doing in the EU. CBDCs coming out the woodworks. Now, you also have some NFT news that I feel like sharing with you guys because it has to do with taxes and you guys get spicy with that stuff. And I get spicy with that stuff, even though I'm not a tax professional. So, I can't give you the financial advice. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we have 150. Whoa, hold up. Pause the stream. We have over 150 people here, 180 likes. My friends, we're smashing it. We are killing it. I just want to say that. Thank you. We could get 200 likes by the time we finish. If I'm a manifest a number out here. Oh my gosh. I can't. You guys are popping. I'm so excited. IRS to formalize tax treatment of NFTs as collectible, similar to other art. I'm surprised they did that and they didn't try to go ham on us. Internal Revenue Service and Treasury Department want feedback on the treatment of NFTs as collectibles for tax purposes. The IRS said it plans to treat NFTs like collectibles akin to gems, stamps, alcoholic beverages, and art in a notice released on Tuesday. The IRS also plans to define NFTs as a collectible until further guidance is issued. Whoa, what? Whoa. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I don't know why I didn't read that out. I'm going to make sure I fix that. I think, what was the message? About if I'm doing a video, hold on Hex. Let me see if it gives me the message on there. It doesn't, but I think that's what it said. I don't have any. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I very much appreciate that. But I don't have any plans on that as of right now to do a Hex video. You know, I'm waiting to see probably what happens with everything like that. I know Pulse is still on the rise and stuff, so I am watching out there. I know Hex has been having a day in terms of price action. But thank you for the super chat. I super do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Accountants have recommended treating NFTs as collectibles for tax purposes since they substantially grew in popularity 2 years ago. The IRS guidance would formalize that tax treatment, placing NFTs in the same tax category as physical art, like paintings and sculptures. The U.S. Tax Agency notes in its release seeking comment that generally collectibles also do not have advantageous capital gains tax treatment as other capital assets. NFTs that certify ownership of a physical property would be scrutinized with a look-through analysis, the agency added, meaning the IRS will view the NFT as an analog for the underlying asset that it certifies. If the asset is a collectible like a gem, the NFT will be taxed that way. So this is really weird. I'm not a tax professional, so I can't tell you dilly-dally about squat here. I know that was a very unique line that I just threw out. I hope you enjoyed that one. But I honestly don't understand a lot of the taxing that goes into a lot of this stuff because I don't think cryptocurrencies should be securities. I think a lot of things are security, are utility coins, right? So if you're using a coin within a game, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a security, right? Because you're just using it in a game to like interact and like buy items within the game. So I think like tokens, certain tokens shouldn't be securities. Like, you know, I just don't think a lot of the things going on with cryptocurrency should be classified the way they are because these laws were written prehistorically, basically. In the dinosaur age, these laws were written pre-iPhone, pre-Web 1 even. So a lot of these things have to be adjusted for crypto. Sony files a patent for NFTs to allow transfers between games and consoles. This, I think, is huge. So all you Sony people, all you PlayStation peeps out here, I think this is boss. The patent, originally filed last week, would allow players of Sony products such as flagship PlayStation to have interoperable Web3 gameplay experiences. Woo! Gamers will be allowed to transfer in-game assets between devices such as VR headsets, tablets, computers, and smartphones. The patent application also noted that in some examples, the NFT can be used cross-generationally from PS4 to PS5. Boss, you're probably going to have a wallet of some sort. The application also goes into details around how NFTs would work for achievements and tournaments, noting in some example embodiments, the task may include a victory in an esports tournament, and the digital asset may be usable via the NFT by the first end user entity across plural different computer simulations. They also specified the patent framework aims to be interoperable between products outside of the Sony ecosystem, such as Xbox or a cloud-based video game, making assets fully transferable and usable between different gaming ecosystems. We knew this was coming. Everyone that was in NFTs, David, if you're still here, all of you NFT friends, Miss Crypto, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. All of you NFT friends, if you were in NFT since the beginning, you would have predicted this. This was one of the first things that flew out of our mouths. We need more interoperability. Web3 gaming, I'm telling you, gaming is a huge catalyst for crypto adoption. So the IRS is coming up with new ways to tax NFTs as collectibles. I think a lot of that is going to change as well. But Sony filed a patent for NFTs to allow transfers between games and consoles. So cloud-based games, if you have an Xbox and a PlayStation, you could transfer NFTs between there. If you have a PS4 and a PS5, you can still move those NFTs. Sick stuff. A huge catalyst for adoption. GameFi is going to take off. Trust me. Thank you guys so much for the subscribes. Wow. How many subscribers do we have? Do we have like over 10,420, I think? But thank you guys for joining me today. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. I could take a few questions and we could go about it. Nifty guy, pre-boomer. Exactly. Literally pre-boomer. That's hilarious. Oh, 3 Diglets.
I want to see Bored Ape character in Super Smash Brothers.
Thank you for your $5 super chat. Love to you, 3 Diglets. That I think is going to happen. Like they said, if it's a cloud game, if it's, even if you have an Xbox and a PS4 or PS5, you'll still be able to move those in between. And we already have that feeling with Web3 gaming already. You have your MetaMask, you have your NFTs on MetaMask, you go in a game, and certain games allow you to use your PFP. I picture this happening 100%. I think what I see a lot of things happening is, like with Bored Ape Yacht Club, maybe all 10,000 Bored Apes are going to get 3D rendered. And that way, when you connect your wallet to a game, it already has your character rendered, and you could just keep on going. Execution, thank you for the sunglasses. I'm 50% on my goal over there. I appreciate that. Mars, do I work the radio? Do I work the radio? I don't work the radio. I work crypto Twitter and the crypto YouTubes. That's where I work. With the Yacht Club stage, yes, 3 Diglets. That would be awesome. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I appreciate you guys coming like big time. We had so many people here. We have 214 likes. Whoa, we absolutely smashed it. Thank you, Randi A, for coming. Mark Smithson, stop it. Don't do that to yourself, dude. That's mean. Don't be mean to yourself. You're amazing. You're amazing, Mark. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I love this space. I will always fight for freedom. I will always fight for Bitcoin and everything good about this space because I believe in it. I believe in decentralization. I believe in self-sovereignty. I believe in everything that this space has to give. So thank you guys so much again for joining me. I very much appreciate it. Olive, can't wait for your GTA grinding to actually pay off IRL. Actually, I think GTA was doing something with that. But that's also something really interesting to think about. Oh no, my screen. Things went down. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I do have to go. My stuff is glitching. So I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure on your way out, you smash these likes, you share the stream out with friends, and comment after this is over where you feel Bitcoin is going, where you think, what your favorite cookie is. I see Chalky Chip won the round. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. Have a great day. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.